Change is about the only thing constant here. Really the only thing not up for review each year is our communication within people and our attempt to communicate with the landscape and interpret what its needs are and also with our animals. So the rest has changed and forever changing.
The farming side of it has changed a lot out here because we're sort of finding the more you look after your country, the more it's looking after us. And I've lived out here for the last 13 years and with my wife Jade, and I've got 2 little kids, Sunny and River.
I live here with our 3 young children who do Broken Hill Distance Education, who School of the Air. I don't know, just love it. Yeah, it's a bit of a passion. Really wanted to bring the children up in the bush.
I've worked with numerous landholders. It's a real win-win situation where you have productivity gains in terms of agriculture, but there's also a lot of environmental gains where you have increased diversity of native species.
Look, we're not just excited about the next 6 months, like we're pretty excited long term because we can see the benefits. It is a good property, we love it, it's great, but we think we can make it a little bit better.
We also run a 10,000 acre conservation scheme on this property.
Sustainable farming practices are just, I think everyone sees value in that now, and like it is the way for the future.
Having a Landcare group just means you get a group of people together and we've all got a common interest, and for me it's just about people sharing their ideas and their experiences and what's worked for them.
Sharing ideas, sharing solutions, yeah, really helpful network.
Over the first few years we did different courses. We did a holistic management course, we did a grazing for profit course, all through our Landcare involvement.
Yeah, years ago my kids went off to boarding school and they asked me to post a photo a day of what was happening at home on the station. So I started doing that, and I really like photography, and I'm also fairly opinionated about how this land should be managed and what we're doing out here, and trying to educate people. And really there's so much to know. And so I thought, well, why not make my public site a bit of an educational site and also a bit of fun. You know, you can log in and see what's happening day to day on this station. And so I called it Life in the Mulga.
And certainly examples of us accessing media and building a network would be utilising webinars, chatting through Twitter, Facebook, and just being able to Google articles dealing with issues that we deal with.
These days we're using a lot more technology. We've got 4 separate GPS systems that we use. This here is an integrated system.
So the technology we've got available these days in our machinery is fantastic. We're monitoring our yields, our protein. That can help determine our fertiliser rates or seeding rates for the next year's crops, as well as that, the efficiency dividend from not overlapping with the use of fertiliser, seed, chemical. It's great for the soil and great for our hip pocket.
We have been trying to increase our use of modern technology. We have recently started using a drone just for checking some watering points and running fence lines. And at this stage it's probably still a toy, but it plays I think it will play a big part in the future.
What's pretty popular at the moment is cattle mustering or just aerial spotting of their animals. Sometimes it can be pretty hard to find them, so they use the drones, gets up there, has a look, and they can see where they are before they go out on the bikes. Also water runs, checking fences, checking dams. What we can do with them now is pretty amazing, but it's the stuff we're going to be able to do in the future we don't know yet.
At the closest we got, we've been using the drone to muster lately.
$900 a day. Instead of having to go to Dubbo or to Forbes or Wagga You can look on the internet and just see what the market's doing week to week, and being at the forefront is a great thing.
So we do use technology. We buy a lot of our stock from Auctions Plus. Like that seems to be where we've bought most of our stock from.
So we're starting to incorporate technology into our operations. So we're using sensor cameras up in trees.
Have a look at this.
Mainly at night to get an idea of numbers of pigs, traffic of goats.
Just to the people out here, most of them are having a crack at trying to improve the country.
Yeah, living out here, I wouldn't swap it for anything. Oh, well, you can be peaceful if you want it to be, but we've got a pretty good community out here at the moment, and you've only got to make a couple of phone calls and a fair few people rock up for a barbecue and things like that.